Hello guys, so I would like to make a big announcement. I have written my own Luxembourgish bilingual book. And the thing is that this ebook is completely for free and also it's available in 3 languages. By that I mean there is an English Luxembourgish version, French Luxembourgish version, and German Luxembourgish version. And also, another thing I would like to add is that in this book, there are 10 short stories, and every short story has a Luxembourgish version, and then it has a German, a French, or English translation. So it depends what kind of book you want to use. And also, there is a bilingual translation, which means that you will see, for example, sentences in Luxembourgish, and at the same time, you would also see the same sentence again, but translate into English, German, or French.
Okay guys, as you can see here, I'm going to show you one example of my bilingual book. So in this case, it is Luxembourgish and English bilingual book. And so guys, I'm going to show you how it works. Yes, I also would like to add that this is for the level A2, okay? So you see here, for example, all the information. So here's the introduction. And then you also see all the short stories that I wrote. And so, guys, I'm going to show you how it works. For example, I'm going to choose this story, Beruf an die Routinen. So first of all, you would see the Luxembourgish text. And so, guys, I can imagine that if you would read this text, that in the beginning, you would understand every single word, which is completely normal. Because the thing is, the goal of this book is to acquire as much new words as possible and also to understand the grammar better in a way that you don't feel like you would be studying or learning. So in this case, read this text, and then if you don't understand everything what's written there, it's no problem because the thing is, after this Luxembourgish text, there is an English translation in this case. And so the thing is, if you would read the same text again, but in English, this also helps you to improve your comprehension of this text. And then you would be like, okay, it was about this, about this, about this. And now here comes the magic, because I also add a bilingual translation. And why bilingual translation? Because the thing is, with a bilingual translation, you can see two sentences in two different languages, but at the same time, you would learn a lot of new words in a really, I would say, fun way, and also to understand better the grammar without even noticing that you would be learning. For example, in this case, an der Stadt schaffe viel Leid an unterschiedliche Berufe. In the city, many people work in various professions. And let's assume you have no idea what Berufe means, but you see the English translation, it means professions, then you would be like, okay, it means Berufe. But again, guys, you only see it once, it's not enough. You have to see the same word as often as possible. So as you can see here, with the bilingual translation, this helps a lot. And also, another thing I would like to say is also that at the end of every short story, there is also a vocabulary list, and also there's also written how this word is pronounced. All this pronunciation, I took it from LOD. This is the Luxembourgish dictionary website. And also, you also see here there's some nouns which has an article D apostrophe. And the thing is, I also wrote, for example, F. F means like feminine, and also NT, which means like neutral. And so, as you can see here, to every short story, there's a vocabulary list. And also, to improve your reading comprehension, I also add some questions so that you can also check for yourself if you understood well the text or not.
And another thing I would like to add is also, why is this for free? Because the thing is, writing has always been a big passion of mine. I really like writing. And also, another thing is also that I am not really a big friend of turning my passion into a work, into a job, because the thing is that if, for example, my hobby will become my job, I'm really afraid that maybe I'm not really focusing if I enjoy it, but maybe I would be focusing more on money, and I also want to avoid that. And also another thing why I want to make it for free, because the thing is that I like learning languages, and also I really like helping people. And also another thing is also that, about Luxembourgish language, it is really a small language, and it is really difficult to find some good materials. It is really difficult. It is not like learning English, German, Spanish, etc., where you have a lot of options. And this is also a reason why I want to make it for free, because again, it is a small language. It is so difficult. It is really so difficult to find some good materials. And also, I would like to help people. I really want to help some people, yes. Another thing also, what I would like to add is that also in this book, it was really difficult to make it. Why? Because the thing is, in Luxembourg, okay, this may sound a little bit weird, but in Luxembourg, I only had 1 year in high school where I learned Luxembourgish, how to write correctly Luxembourgish. But after that, there were no any Luxembourgish lessons. And so therefore, I had to teach myself all the Luxembourgish orthography. And guys, I'm being honest with you, okay? Luxembourgish orthography doesn't make a lot of sense at all. So it was really quite difficult for me. And also I use, for example, some websites also to correct if the sentence is orthographically correct. So this website is called Spell Checker. And also I was using another website which is called LOD. This is like a Luxembourgish dictionary website where I could also see if this word really exists, and also if the pronunciation is completely correct, etc., etc. So for me, it was quite a challenge. Even though I'm a native Luxembourgish speaker, it was for me really a big challenge to write correctly Luxembourgish. Because the thing is, in Luxembourg, I mean, almost no one can really write correct Luxembourgish, because we only had this subject 1 year at school. And actually this makes a lot of sense, because in Luxembourg, you learn 3 foreign languages: English, German, and French. And I think if you would learn 4 languages at the same time, I think it is too much for the head. Yeah. So I can really understand why in Luxembourg I only had 1 year learning Luxembourgish orthography. Yes. And another thing I would also like to add, relating to that, is that there might be maybe a possibility that maybe there's some little mistakes. For example, I forgot to put a comma, or for example, that I forgot maybe put a point. This might be possible. Why? Because the thing is, it was difficult enough to write, a lot of Luxembourgish stories. But it was also difficult also to translate that in 3 languages. I also read it on my own, so to see that if it really makes a lot of sense, okay? Because the thing is, this channel is a multilingual channel, and I also really want to give you guys really high quality content. I've always wanted just to try it out. I've always wanted to publish a book, and also complete for free, because the thing is that I just want to help. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope that maybe I can help you also with your Luxembourgish learning journey. So see you next time. Adi.